Susie Stone, that is so unladylike.
Oh, Aunt Nellie, relax. It's Christmas. She's just having fun.
The dinner table is not a playground, George.
Why can't you have fun everywhere?
You can, Susie, if you don't want to make a decent living.
A little money in your pocket would not be so terrible.
Especially with another mouth on the way.
We have enough money, don't we, Dad?
We got food on the table. We got a roof over our head. I call that plenty enough.
See, we have plenty enough.
Especially debts.
Especially debts, little brother.
You know, I'll bet Elizabeth wouldn't mind a washing machine.
Washing machine.
Baby.
Aunt Nellie, he's a crook. He's always
I
been
like Nixon. I voted for him and I'd vote for him again.
Give it up, Aunt Nellie.
If you ask me, I think he's just a Popeye creep who should have gone to jail.
Right on,
Really, George, why do you encourage her?
That's what he does.
Susie, remember what we've been talking about.
What is a poppin'?
If she doesn't learn to keep a civil tongue in her head.
I'm not invisible, Aunt Nellie.
Susie, that's enough sass out of you. Consider yourself warned.
What's a popinjay?
Poppinjay's a crow who thinks he's an eagle.
All right, young lady, you're grounded for a week.
Bobby did it first. Why don't you ground him?
Because you're the oldest.
So unfair.
Oh, no pouting, Susie. It's really boring. Nobody likes a boring girl.
Come on, we should all cheer up. It's Christmas, for goodness sake. This table keeps getting smaller and smaller.
What'd you expect, George? If they're not dead, then move to Florida.
I've decided that I want everyone to call me Susan.
No, it's Susan.
Oh. Well, you can be whatever you want, Pumpkin, but you'll always be Susie to me.
I think it's wonderful, Susan. You're becoming such a proper young lady. You know, she made the dean's list.
Where is her roommate? I thought she was coming.
She couldn't make it.
She's just ashamed to bring her rich Vassar friends around here.
That is an absolute lie, Bobby.
Well, I certainly hope so, Suze, because you is what you is, and you ain't what you ain't.
That's nonsense, George.
You had such a big bird this year.
So we could cut it in half and get...
Bobby, where's Elizabeth?
I told you, Aunt Nellie, Mom moved to Florida after Dad died, remember?
I hate Florida.
Turkey's just too boring.
Yeah, well, Benjamin Franklin and I respectfully disagree. They're actually very smart, and if we could understand gobblespeak, we might find them quite witty.
Ha. Next year, I think we should try goose.
What do you think, Peter?
I wasn't listening.
Aunt Nellie, I've asked you not to smoke in the house.
Absolutely ridiculous.
So, Suze, how's work?
Oh, schizophrenic. I mean, one day tedious, the next absolutely thrilling. Like last week, I found the most extraordinary first-time writer.
Sounds great.
Yeah, he's beyond great.
Susan, darling, you know I hate it when you gush. William Faulkner is great. Dylan Lewis is just okay.
I thought you liked him, Peter.
I do like him. I also like gum. Doesn't mean I think it's great.
Ah, Dylan Lewis. How is he doing, Susan? Susan? Susan?
We should probably move him to fall of next year.
Really, Susan, it's been forever.
By the time he finishes, do you suppose that anyone will remember him?
It's advertising's problem, Dorinda. What's going on with Carlotta Crawford?
Still at Betty Ford.
Too busy washing floors to write?
No, actually, she's working away.
Building up those abs.
Anything else, Susan? Nothing new?
That's it, at least for today.
All right, I guess that's it. Have a nice Thanksgiving, you guys.
Walter.
You've reached Dylan Lewis and leave a message.
Dilly. Dylan, pick up. I know you're there. We need to talk. We have now entered the realm of the ridiculous. Walter is extremely upset, and I have lost what little patience I have left. I need a real date when you are going to be finished, all right? No more excuses. Call me.
Indulgent baby.
Your weekend reading, though I was going to tell you.
Robin, that's it? That's all there is?
All that's come in so far, but I'm actually hoping to get this manuscript.
From whom?
His name is Tom Weller. He was a partner in Ben's law firm.
Who's Ben?
Ben's my fiancé. You've met him several times.
Lawyer? You mean courtroom stuff?
Family history, actually. Anyway, he was a partner until about 2 years ago when his dead Aunt Prue came to him in a dream, and she told him to write this novel.
His dead Aunt Prue?
It sounds a little weird, I know. I've been working with him, Susan, and I really think the book's gonna be great.
Tell you what, if you're going to lunch, why don't you bring me back a salad, okay?
Susan, the office is closing early because of the holidays. Everybody else has already gone home, and Dorinda said she doesn't need me anymore. My family's coming in from Michigan, but, you know, if you want me to,
No, I
can...
don't want.
Happy Thanksgiving, Susan.
Hey, Suze, it's your brother. The bird will be ready by 2, so try and be here at 1:30. And bring a white wine. Bye.
Very witty, Bob. Wonderful role modeling.
Oh, relax. So how's work?
Good. How's yours?
It's great.
I hate it when you exaggerate.
I'm not. It's true. I got this one kid. He's so unbelievably smart. He should be teaching me. We're trying to get him a scholarship to Harvard.
Why, so we can follow in your footsteps?
Would you relax? You're like one big isometric contraction. Why'd it bother you so much? I love what I do. I love teaching.
Because the pay stinks and it's dangerous.
No poo. Alice, why don't you show your Aunt Susan your letter to Santa?
Sure. Be right back.
How old is she now?
7.
Really, Bob? I mean...
Susan, I know where you're going with this, and don't go there.
She is old enough to be told the truth. You just hate to see her grow up.
Susan, please.
The truth about what?
Nothing, Al.
About what?
Alice, honey. Santa Claus, Kris Kringle, Noel Baba, whatever you want to call him, is a myth based on a bishop who lived in the 3rd century. And not even in the North Pole. He lived in Turkey where it's really hot. He really isn't real.
That's not true. Just because there are fake ones on corners and in department stores doesn't mean that there's not a real one. Tell her, Dad. She's wrong. Isn't she?
Yeah, honey, she's wrong. And I'm gonna tell her in private, okay? So, I just want you to come over here, sit down, finish your pie, right? Can I see you in the kitchen, please? Pompous, insensitive.
Calm down. All I did was tell her the truth about Santa Claus. I didn't kill anybody.
Yes, you did, Suze. It's what you do. It's like you get some kind of sadistic pleasure out of spreading a little unhappiness here, a little disappointment over there. She's 7 years old, for God's sake.
Your voice. She is almost 8 and she's very smart.
She's very vulnerable.
Oh, what? And so in order to protect her, we should all pretend that life is a bowl of cherries and never mention choking on the pits. Is that it?
I think Alice is smart enough to eat a cherry and spit out the pit without choking on it, unlike some people I know.
Really? You know what I find absolutely mind-boggling, Bob?
What's that?
Your wife died too young, you have too many kids, you do not have 2 dimes to rub together, and still you insist on pretending that everything is just hunky-dory. You know what? I just don't get that.
No, you wouldn't, would you? Because you actually think that there's something wrong with me because I can find some joy in all this mess. And what's more, you resent it. That I'm happy, that I like who I am and what I do.
Please.
I'm serious, Suze. You are so miserable. You can't even imagine why other people aren't as miserable as you. And what's more, you know what? Forget it. Maybe you just shouldn't come around anymore.
Well, that's mature, isn't it?
No, I'm serious. You don't even really want to be here. The only reason you come is some neurotic sense of duty.
All right, so let me get this straight. Not only am I an insensitive, pompous sadist, I'm also neurotic.
You want the truth? Try this. I don't even like you anymore. And I don't want you around my kids.
Fine. Fine. I'm out of here. I'm sorry to have contaminated all of you with a dose of reality.
Thanksgiving, idiot.
Never a day off, huh, Miss Stone?
I get more done without any distractions.
Robin, it's me. It's 10 o'clock on Friday. You're probably out with your family, but I'm at the office and I need you to come in. I'll be here all day.
I won't, Mommy! You promised! You promised! I hate you!
Miss? 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 Can you hear me? Are you all right, miss?
Fine. I'm fine. Thank you.
Sure?
Yes, I'm fine, really.
All right, easy there. Easy.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm fine.
Merry Christmas!
Alice.
I'm not Alice.
Don't play games. Where's your father? Bob! Bob, are you here? What are you doing here?
I'm not going through another Christmas without celebrating.
What are you talking about, Alice?
I told you, I'm not Alice.
Fine.
When are you gonna pull this place together? It's been over a year since you divorced Peter and moved in.
I can't believe he left you here.
Hello?
Is your father home?
He's napping. Who's this?
Aunt Susan, who's this?
Alice.
Alice.
Dad says you don't know anything. He says you can only think with your head. And he says you're a doodleberry. Now do you believe me? No, this is not one of Bob's idiotic schemes to teach you a lesson.
I never said I was.
But you were thinking it.
Put your coat on. I'm taking you home. Come on, come on.
If I were you, I wouldn't mention me.
Susan, I meant what I said. You're not welcome here. Really.
Can we go home now?
Seems like everything is fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's the way it looks. Now, if you do experience any kind of abnormal headaches or lethargy in the next couple of weeks, come back, because it could indicate a slow blood leak, but I doubt that since you never lost consciousness, okay?
Could I possibly have a tumor?
What makes you think you have a tumor?
I don't know.
Well, you show no evidence of a tumor.
Are you sure?
Would you like to have a tumor?
Don't be silly, doctor. Of course not. I'm not crazy. I just thought that maybe since you were looking for a concussion, you may have missed a tumor.
You're probably still a little traumatized, so why don't you go home, put some ice on that bump, make yourself a warm glass of milk, and try to rest. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I bet the concierge can
Bob, please pick up. It's me.
You're gonna have to deal with me.
Oh, go away, whoever you are.
Susie. Susie Ann Stone. How can you not know me?
You're what?
I'm you when you were 7, and I'm not going away.
Good night's sleep. Be fine.
You forgot to brush your teeth. Goose breath. Peekaboo, I see you.
Please don't let me be crazy.
We go out and play.
Please go away!
I will go away, but not until you learn to be nice to me.
What am I gonna do?
Too bad there's no one you can share this with. Bob wants nothing to do with us. You've abandoned all your friends because they dreaded Peter didn't like them. And if you get rid of me, there'll really be no one.
Who are you?
See? You never listen to me. Let me say this slowly. I am you. You are me. We are us.
I've lost my mind.
Your mind's okay. What you've lost is all your other stuff. Let's do something fun for a change. How about we go ice skating? Or the opera. We love the opera. Well, at least I of the we still do.
Well, me of the we is taking a shower. You do not exist.
How come you don't take bubble baths? You know you like them better, even if you pretend they're silly. Come on, admit it.
I barely have enough time to take a shower. God help me, I'm talking to her.
Remember Mr. Scratch, our enemy? Sure you do, because I do. He was tall and thin and wore a black suit and a black hat. And we'd pretend he was after us, and after school we'd run home and slam the door and he couldn't come in because our house was magic, and we'd laugh. Ha 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 ha!
He wasn't real.
But the fun was real.
Who are you supposed to be, my imaginary friend?
You dense. I am you, you doodleberry. Your inner child. Except now I guess I'm your outer child. Like a belly button. I used to be an innie, and now I'm an outie. Innie, outie, 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 innie, outie. Not supposed to say shut up.
Hello. Ow. Jack? Jack, I can hardly hear you. Sri Lanka? Oh. What? 10,000? Gee, Jack, I don't know. It's the holiday weekend. The earliest I could talk to Walter about another advance on your book would be Monday. Uh-huh. No, I don't have that kind of cash laying around. Jack, do me a favor. Just call me Monday after lunch our time, all right? All right, goodbye.
If I were you, I'd leave him stranded. I mean, if he's such a pain, shouldn't he be more talented?
How can you have an opinion about one of my writers? You can't even read.
I can too, Reed. I know everything you do. I just don't muddy it up. What does he think? What does she think? What if I'm wrong? What if I look stupid?
I'm not like that.
Yes, you are. And you know you agree with me about that hack.
He is not a hack. Didn't anyone ever tell you that children should be seen and not heard?
Yeah, Aunt Nellie. For the day she and her broom moved into that home. We go out and play now.
I have work to do, and you are not here.
You're such an old Scrooge.
Don't play with that.
Why can't we go out? Don't you ever miss having fun?
I'm not talking to you. You're not here. Now put that necklace back. It isn't a toy.
I want to go out. I want to go out. I want to go out.
Stop.
Out.
Stop it.
Out.
Stop
out.
it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Go out.
Stop it. You're giving me a headache.
much fun. I just love it when she dies. I can't believe you let Peter stop you from going to the opera just because he didn't like it. Really, Susan, it's such a sentimental slope. Papa. Really, Susan, how can you be so stupid? Really, Susan, really, Susan, really, Susan. What a popinjay.
Popinjay? Where'd you come up with that silly word?
Used to be her favorite, that and stud.
Huh, that's not funny.
Stud. Studley. Hey, where are you going? What do you care what they think? Hey, wait up, wait!
They're gonna take me and lock me in a rubber room.
That wasn't very nice.
I'm sorry, okay?
No, it's not okay. I hate it when you run away from me.
Look, I said I was sorry. Now, please just leave me alone.
No, I'm not taking orders from you anymore. All you want to do is smother me anyway. You've been trying for years. It first started in little teeny tiny ways, so you hardly even noticed. I don't like Mary Ellen either, even though you did, just because you wanted that aggravating Heather to like you. And then with Ralph Colucci, that dunce hiding we were smart, and that creep Scott pretending we were rich. My father has a music company. How could you do that to Dad?
All right, that is enough.
And then last year when that cheating horror show Peter finally made you into the woman he wanted and took all the good stuff and ran off with somebody exactly like you used to be, I thought it might get better. I'd finally get to breathe again. But no, nothing changed. You were on automatic. Still trying to smother me, blaming me for everything? Well, Miss Susan Ann Stone, it's not my fault you're alone and miserable. It's your fault. And you want to know why? Because people are about as interesting to you as doorknobs, especially men. I mean, look at the way you even dress. What do you think you're hiding?
I'm not hiding anything. I'm not interested in relationships right now. I'm too involved with my work.
Work? You must be joking. You haven't found a good new writer in years. You don't inspire the ones you have. You've become so petrified of losing your precious job, you can't do your precious job anymore. You're only hanging on to it by a thread.
Oh, that's only a rumor.
It's more than a rumor, and you know it.
Just stop it, all right?
No, I won't. I've come out to fight, and I got here just in the nick of time. And you better hope I win, or you'll turn into a dried-up prune just like Aunt Nellie, but without the cigarettes. And when you die, no one will even notice since you weren't really living anyway. It doesn't have to be that way, Suze. If you'd only listen to me. Once upon a time, we believed in love and magic. Then one day you stopped. That's why you never found it. You stopped listening to what you felt. We need to fix that. I had a nice time at the opera. Libiamo, libiamo, da di da da da, da 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 Tomorrow, can we get a Christmas tree?
They're a fire hazard.
They're so sour.
Susan, hi. I'm so sorry I didn't come in on Friday. I didn't get your message until really late. But that manuscript that I told you about, the one that I was helping Ben's friend with, he should be upstairs with it now. And I really think it could really be a really great book. I mean, it's a little long, but it combines history and fantasy and reality and the characters. And I just can't imagine anyone not loving it. And
It's really good. I mean, I think it's great. And because he's new at all this, I warned him that, you know, that you might want to trim a few things because, of course, I know how much you hate when things aren't concise.
And so he's totally prepared if you feel that you might want to cut anything at all.
Hi, Robin. There's someone waiting for you.
Oh, he's here.
Okay, you know what? You're gonna love him. You really are. I mean, he's fantastic. He's really brilliant, I think. I mean, the style of it's like just a really exciting, unique book. And Susan, I just know this is the one. I mean, I have this feeling. Tom, hi!
Hey.
How are you?
Good to see you.
This is my boss, Susan Stone.
Tom Weller. Pleasure. You know, we've actually met when you discovered Dylan Lewis. I was working with his attorney, so I love reading him. When's his next book coming out?
Soon. Is that your manuscript?
Mm-hmm. Too many words?
Don't be silly. Well, we'll be in touch.
I'll wait for your call. Nice meeting you. Again.
And I am inches away from getting Carl London to jump to us from Harlequin. Oh, and Lorraine has approved the cover art for Confessions of a Courtesan. It's a little trashy, but that's what I love about it.
Good, Dorinda. Mark, I read a short story in Plowshares. Blew me away. I called Don Lee to find out who she was. He thinks she's a shoo-in to win the Pushcart Prize. I tracked her down in Big Sur. Turns out she's 85 pages into her first novel. And Walter, they're great.
Oh, what's her name?
Haley Barnes. She's 24, and I think we should make a deal before someone else scoops her up.
Are you suggesting we buy a first novel based on 85 pages?
Exactly. I think we ought to hold onto our jockstraps and plunge ahead.
I'll hold on to my girdle, thank you very much.
Well, let's read her, Mark. If you're this excited, I'm excited. Susan, any updates? Is that it? All right, let's go to work.
Okay. Thank you.
Susan, what's going on? It seems like a long time since you've been your old self.
I mean, since my balance sheet's been in the plus column.
Yeah, or got a good review. Speaking of which, where the hell is Jack Richmond?
Sri Lanka. As a matter of fact, he just called. He wants another edition.
Tell him to call Scribner's. And what about Carlotta Crawford? When's she checking out at Betty Ford?
Not until January.
Well, I can't keep covering for you, Susan. You're gonna have to come up with something. We're locking the holiday schedule for next year in less than a month.
In 24 days, I know, I really do. I didn't want to say anything yet, but there's a manuscript being duplicated even as we speak, and I've read some of it, and I think it could be great. I really do.
I hope so.
Is it my fault that Dylan Lewis is blocked? That Carlotta Crawford has a drinking problem? I mean, what does Walter expect me to do? Sit them down and force their fingers to the keys? I'm an editor, not a nursemaid. He's so busy being seduced by that little twit Mark, he's forgotten all the blood and sweat that I've given to Blair House.
Actually, Mark is tall.
Only if you're short. God help me. My life is hanging on a novel written by a lawyer who had a visitation from his dead aunt. I mean, how did this happen?
Didn't you think Tom Weller was cute? The lawyer.
Cute? I don't know. I've never really been attracted to blondes. So does Flat.
He wasn't a blonde. He had dark hair and he looked like Jimmy Stewart.
Oh, who cares? Come on, let's go. Maybe by some miracle this book won't be totally awful. Phooey? 758 pages. Robin, you idiot. You expect me to read a 758-page book called Phooey?
I like it. Phooey. Easy to remember and it says a lot.
Phooey says a lot.
At least read the first chapter. Come on, what do you have to lose?
And as the old carriage rattled past the graveyard through the fine mist, she could see her firstborn, the avowed atheist himself, risen from the dead, sitting in the gigantic old chestnut tree laughing. That is intolerable.
How could it be intolerable? You've only read a paragraph.
Robin!
What? What's the matter?
Your friend's manuscript. What could you possibly be thinking?
Well, I know it's a little long.
Oh, it's beyond long, and whatever I've read so far is completely frivolous and aggravating. I mean, I thought you said it was good.
Well, it starts off a little slow. Wait, how far'd you get?
Oh, far enough.
If I were you, which I am, I'd finish reading Phooey and hope it's good. Unless, of course, you have some secret manuscript hidden in your desk that we all don't know about?
I'll be leaving now unless you want me to,
No, fine. Good night.
Okay, night.
If you spent as much time doing actual work like you used to instead of pretending to work like you do, maybe you wouldn't be in such a mess.
I'm not reading any more of that silly book.
Why? You afraid you'll like it and everyone else will think it's a stink bomb and say, Susan Stone's a dope? Well, fine. Just remember, playing it safe is very risky business. Out loud, read out loud.
My great-grandmother Mary was born with a red mark in the middle of her forehead. The villagers called it her third eye and said she had the gift, but she didn't really believe it until she saw my great-grandfather Patrick floating in her milk when she was 11.
I like that.
That's preposterous.
You think Santa Claus is preposterous.
Each year, the vision returned on the morning of March 15th, which was the day she finally met the tall, handsome bachelor with eyes even bluer than hers, aboard the Queen Anne on their way to America. On the second day of the crossing, she proposed. On the third, they were married, and on the fourth, my great-uncle John was conceived. She already knew when and how John would die at 25. He would be shot twice in the head and once in the chest while walking his beat on Commonwealth Avenue in Boston.
Aunt Fooey had run away with the strong man at the circus 2 years before I was born. Her real name was Phoebe, but when my mother was a baby, she called her Fooey because she couldn't say the name Phoebe, and somehow the name just stuck. Both of them had inherited my grandmother's red mark, but only Fooey had the gift.
And at that moment, I remembered what Fooey had said when the ashes of her life were floating in the air. It's what you say yes to that determines your life. The no's just lead nowhere. Well, I guess now it's my turn.
You're here already.
What? Oh, never mind. Give me Tom Weller's number.
You finished it. You liked it?
Well, it could be good if you took a hatchet to it. And the title, Fooey, that's absolutely out of the question. But just get him on the phone, okay?
Well, you remember how I told you that he took leave of absence from the firm, right, to write the novel? And when he did that, he also moved back to his family home in this pretty little town in Connecticut, but he also kept his apartment here, so I'm just not exactly sure where...
Well, why don't we try each of the places, hmm?
Right. Right. Okay.
Why can't you be nice? Why do you find it so hard to say, great work, Robin, or at least good work?
How do I have to compliment her? She was just doing her job.
Susan, before I dial him, I just wanted to, do you remember how yesterday, how you were saying that you thought the food was frivolous and aggravating? Well, I just sort of, I gave a copy of it to Dorinda. She was actually surprised I hadn't gone to her first because her brother went to Harvard with Tom.
You what?
Well, I do work for both of you.
Well, I didn't say I was gonna pass.
No, but you sounded really negative.
Well, get it back, Robin.
Okay, I'm sure she hasn't read it yet. I mean, you know how long she...
No. Just give me the numbers. Thank you. See that? The world is just full of little Miss Uriah Heeps waiting to stab you in the back.
She was only doing her job.
Why are you taking her side?
Why are we wasting time being sour about Robin? This is what we dream of. This is the fun part. It's right in front of us. A new writer, I'm so excited. A new writer, I'm gonna burst.
You're right. Why waste my time being sour? I'm gonna bag Tom Weller. I'm gonna look him in the eye and tell him the truth.
Yes!
And together we are gonna shape and hone and sculpt that manuscript into a book that will not only wow the literary critics, but make it to the top of every bestseller list in every major city in the United States of America. I loved it, Tom. I absolutely loved it. And the characters, you have such a wonderful ear, you know? I really haven't been this excited about a book in a century. I mean...
You don't look that old.
Well, seems like a century. I'm not saying that it's not interesting and wonderful material, but we don't need to know the intimate details of every one of his ancestors in order to understand Patrick's conflict.
Really?
Well, all that does is postpone the narrative in a book that's too long already.
Huh.
Look, I've been thinking about this. What would you think if we opened the book with a beautifully drawn family tree, sort of like one of those illuminated manuscripts, and follow it with a short introductory chapter setting up the whole internal tug of war between his crazy Rhineside and his straight-laced Blackstones? Tom, if we're going to work together, I need to be completely open and honest with you. I can't hold back what I think.
Uh-huh.
Frankly, those first 5 chapters aren't as good nor as vivid or as affecting as what follows. Look, I know how hard it is to have someone sweep in out of the blue and tell you that you have to give up a part of yourself, but I don't think that I would be doing my job if I didn't argue for those cuts. If it's not a lot shorter, the book will probably not get published.
Well, then maybe it shouldn't be.
Well, Tom, I think it could be a really important book.
Miss Stone, No, I don't think so. No, this is my story. It's about my family. I want to tell it my way, so, very nice seeing you, but, no, I'm not going to cut the first 5 chapters of Fooey. No, sirree. No, not a chance. It's not going to work out. Thank you for the lunch.
Suze, time to get up. Come on, let's see a little fight. Let's see a little gumption.
Oh, go away. Hello. Robin, no, I'm not coming in. I'm sick. Oh, I don't care if Dorinda's meeting with Tom. She can move in with him for all I care. No, I don't want to talk to anybody. Just tell Walter that I'm too sick to get out of bed. All right.
You think if you're sick enough, Walter won't fire you?
You little monster, this is all your fault.
Why are you always picking on me and Robin and all the people who love you? Why don't you ever pick on the horrors in your life like Dorinda?
Oh, God! Look, ow! Robin, I am so... What? Oh, Jack, no, what? No, look, Jack, Walter said no more advances. I really don't know. What? You know what, you don't you dare talk to me like that. Who do you think you are, huh? I mean, you haven't sent in page 1 and you've already gotten more money than your last 2 books earned. Yes, I'm serious. You have no idea how serious I am. You know, Jack, Blair House pays for books, not for trips around the world to gamble and seduce underage girls with doctored reviews. Yeah, so I'll tell you what. If you want more money, I suggest you call Scribner's, Jack. Yes, Scribner's. Maybe they will subsidize you, you hack.
Yes! That's the girl I remember, the one that beat up Jimmy Melton.
Yeah, Dad's famous combination. I really kicked his butt, didn't I?
I'll say you're great. You've always been great. Vassar, class president. Boy, that was a fight. That obnoxious Biggie Dupont. Kaboom! Didn't know it hit her.
God, I haven't thought about her in years.
Then there was the guy from AdPub who hated Dilly's first book, remember?
Yeah, Phil the Pill Dombrowski, yeah.
You stood up at that meeting and you gave him one of these and that. Then, when Dilly was nominated for a Pulitzer, Phil the Pill was asking you to lunch.
Dilly should have won.
He will. Next time. We're great, Zeus. You've always been great.
I sure do miss Dad.
Me too.
I wonder what he would think of me now.
Dad loved us. No matter what, you know that. Even when we forgot. We is what we is, and we ain't what we ain't. Let's take Dilly to lunch.
Dilly, listen to me. You have written 2/3 of a brilliant novel. You know exactly where it is going.
I'm not doing this on purpose. I tried. I can't. I'm no good.
Dilly, this isn't the first time this has happened.
I know it's difficult for you to understand because you're always so together.
Dale.
Now, this time it's different. I can feel the synapses in my brain disintegrating. My brain cells are frying. Feel right there. Can you feel the electrical impulses? Bzzz.
No.
I don't know how you can't feel it.
Have you stopped taking your medication?
It robs me of my creativity.
Dilly, come on. You have to get through this, all right? Let's see a little fight, a little gumption. Do you remember that guy from Ad Pub who hated your first novel?
Philip Hill?
Yeah, and then when you got nominated, he asked you to lunch and you told him to order crow.
I didn't win.
Well, you will this time. Now, let's get back on our medication and finish.
Who can write? Constant bells and whistles in their ears.
This is just hopeless. I'm quitting. I quit.
That's fabulous!
Quitting is fabulous.
If you're not afraid to quit your job, you're afraid to do your job.
You know, I am so sick of your constant nattering and chattering. Since the day I laid eyes on you, it's all been, listen to me, watch me, it's all gonna get better. Well, you know something? It isn't.
It is so. Well, at least you're trying.
And getting nowhere. The only thing that I have succeeded in is feeling like a total failure.
Before you weren't feeling anything at all.
Oh, don't you get it? I don't want to feel anything.
Listen to what you're saying.
I know exactly what I am saying. And if you dare say that I shouldn't quit, I'm gonna strangle you.
Blair House? Yes, he is. One moment.
Just the person I wanted to see. The next time you say anything snide about Dylan Lewis, I will wrench open that clenched jaw and rip out your tongue. Do you understand me? And how dare you make a move on one of my writers? But Clench it!
That was so cool and gutsy.
Clench it!
Are you okay?
Do I look okay?
Okay, well, we can do the Christmas list later or even tomorrow if you want, but we should start our...
I am not doing the Christmas list. I do not believe in the Christmas list, but I would like to talk to you about run-on sentences before I leave this. Hello. Tom? Oh, Tom, hi.
Yes.
She did? Yeah, well, I guess Dorinda is a little, well, when you put it like that, I guess she's a lot. Yeah. Oh, you did? Yeah. See, I told you. No, Connecticut? Well, no, I love Connecticut. Yes, no, I could come tomorrow. This is gonna be great. No, actually, this is gonna be better than great. This is fantastic. Uh-huh. Okay, me too. All right.
Yes! 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 Yes!
What?
Yes!
Nothing, sorry.
Tom Miller thinks that Dorinda's a growling, pretentious slime, and he's going with me.
Really?
Yeah. He's making a reservation for me at the White Stag Inn in New Dover. I should be there for about 3 weeks, so, listen, Robin, I want you to do some things for me while I'm gone, okay? I want you to bring Dilly something to eat every day. He likes Chinese, okay? And take along one of his best old reviews and make sure he takes his medication and do that stupid Christmas list by yourself, okay?
Okay.
All right, well, go on, that's it. Don't dawdle. Go.
Okay. Okay.
The next few days, I want you to stop criticizing and correcting me, okay?
Is that the me of the we or the I of the me?
Why didn't you tell me I look like this?
You told me to clench it.
He said he'd be here.
Don't worry, he'll be here.
This is not a good sign. Why do my writers all have to be flakes?
Thoreau, hey.
Oh.
Down, Thoreau. Behave yourself.
Oh,
sorry. Hope you like dogs.
Hey!
You have to forgive Thoreau. He just loves meeting new people. Well, I'm glad you decided to come.
Yes.
Hang on there, Thrill.
I do love Connecticut.
Yeah, your bag here. We'll drop this off at the inn. I'm parked right out front.
All right, great.
Cuter than I remember.
Behave yourself. This is business.
Told you I had brown hair.
And then after cutting the third chapter, I realized I was starting to enjoy it. By the fourth and the fifth, I thought, well, this is the way that serial killers must feel.
Don't worry, Tom. Nothing's ever lost. It all simply gets rearranged, like cellulite. What a beautiful house.
My great-grandfather built it for his bride.
Great-grandfather?
Mm-hmm.
This is wonderful.
Oh, here. I want to show you something. You like this? Here she is. Aunt Prue. Now, see, I always pictured this poster would be on the dust jacket with Phooey by Tom Weller printed in that same type style, huh?
I thought you made up the red mark.
Her little... No, that's one of the things that's actually real.
So you mean all the Rhine women could tell the future?
To a certain extent, even some of the men. Do you want something to eat?
No, actually, you know what? I would like to get started. That's all right with you.
What's the rush?
Well, I want to release the book next Christmas, and the Blair House list is locked on the 24th. Only gives us 3 weeks, which is tight, but if we stay focused, I think that it's doable, so. Let's see here. Tom, did you know that Fitzgerald wanted to call The Great Gatsby Among the Ash Heaps and the Millionaires?
You want to change the title. You think it's silly.
Well, I do think that it diminishes the book, yes.
I knew that the minute you looked at the poster. See, I have a tiny bit of the gift myself.
Oh. Well, I guess I'll have to watch my step, won't I? All right, let's go to the top of chapter 6, which is now our new chapter 1. The sentence that starts, my mother, all the way through to I will never forget. Cut that.
I think that's important.
Well, you said it better 10 pages ago.
Oh, right. You're right. Aunt Prue would have called you one smart crackerjack. Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Oh, this isn't good. Oh, no. No. Oh, boy. You gotta put on your coat. Put on your coat. Oh.
Where are you going?
We gotta go.
What do you mean?
This is not good. Throw. Stay. We gotta go. Just follow me. Just, Come on.
All right.
Hurry. Can't believe how late we are.
What's going on?
Hurry, after 5.
Okay. Where are we going?
Just...
Just hurry, come on, quick!
Well, where are we going?
This is insane.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Oh, bring us a figgy pudding. Oh, bring us a figgy pudding. Oh, bring us a figgy pudding. And cups of good cheer.
Here, just watch your step. Careful. Watch it. Careful.
Hey, Tom,
Hey.
what happened? Everyone's been waiting for
Hey,
you.
Dad. It's all her fault. Say hi to Susan.
Oh, hey, Susan. I heard Tom had some company.
Hey, Ralph.
Hey, Tom, we're beginning to worry.
Ralph, Martha, this is Susan. You keep an eye on her? Here. It's for the town lighting. I gotta go. Hey, y'all. Hey, gang. Hey, Tom. Nice turnout, huh?
Tom, what kept you?
Sorry I'm late. Oh, don't give me those looks. What are we starting with?
Christmas!
work. He wants to run through the woods singing fa la la. I mean, at this rate will never be done in time. Really? Man is a total loon.
He's Prince Charming, and you know it, or I wouldn't be saying it.
Oh, you think life is a fairy tale?
Once upon a time, you did too. This is the best day we've had in a century! Don't you just love Christmas?
Go to sleep, okay?
Maybe tomorrow will be even better.
Shh. Tom Weller is not a serious person.
All gone. All gone.
All right, now cut pages 221 through, what is it, 225.
25, all that?
Yeah.
But I want to save Uncle John's ghosts. I know just where to put it, too.
Right, top of chapter 8.
Well, that's just what I was thinking. So now the woman who only wants to cut, now she wants to add?
Well, I think that Patrick's mother and father fell in love too quickly. I mean, look, I just think there should be a series of scenes so that the reader can experience the process more.
What process? There is no process. That's why it's called love at first sight. I guess you've never experienced it, have you?
Well, have you?
Absolutely. Every happy couple I've ever met, at least one of them has fallen in love at first sight. Otherwise, they would have never made it to the second date.
You know, when I was a little girl, my father used to tell me the story about being at a party with my Uncle Bill.
Huh?
And he looked across the room and saw my mother there in a white organdy dress. And he turned to my Uncle Bill and said, "That girl's gonna be my wife." I always thought he made that up, you know, a fairy tale just for me. It never occurred to me that it could have been true.
I promise you it was true. Now, otherwise you wouldn't be here.
Well, it's getting late. Maybe we should pick this up tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. My dad was a sax player. My mom was just my mom.
Mm-hmm.
We lived in Queens. He was the poorest of all his brothers and sisters, but I think that he thought he was the richest, you know. Well, I guess if you have to choose between being a sax player and a wholesale butcher, you know. Though I have to admit, for years I didn't understand that. Sometimes I still don't. But he certainly laughed a lot more, and everybody always came to our house for all the holidays. Why am I telling you all this?
Because I asked.
Well, I know you asked, but why did I answer? Must be the book. I've been remembering things I hadn't thought about in years.
Just all of a sudden, I knew exactly what you looked like when you were a little girl. What if they hate it?
They'll be wrong. We did some good work today, don't you think?
It felt good.
Do you really think that life is shaped by the yeses and not the nos?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I said yes once and it was a complete disaster.
Well, my guess is that you were just saying the word. What you're really doing is saying no to yourself.
You're a remarkable talent, Tom Weller.
Oh, thanks. And Robin was right. You are a great editor, Susan Stone.
Thank you. That late?
I guess so.
Yeah. All right, well, I'll see you bright and early.
Okay.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Suze, I think he wanted to kiss you.
Don't be ridiculous. This is strictly a working relationship.
Why can't it be both?
Because you don't make your bed where you eat.
Well, it sure is a lot of fun. Suze, I love that he plays the trombone.
Now I'm beginning to think that you don't understand Fooey as a character.
I do too.
Well, then why would you want me to change Fooey's reaction?
Because I just don't believe that any sane woman who's thrown into a squalid jail in Selma is going to be so serene and calm. I mean, almost happy.
So you really don't understand. You don't know what you're missing here.
I'm on a diet.
Oh, you don't need the diet. Come on, try this. Now see, Fooey was one of those rare, wonderful people. No matter what the disaster, she always saw it as an opportunity. The glass was always half full. Of course, that drives the half empties totally crazy.
Who does that remind you of?
That is wonderful. This woman is a genius.
Finish it. Finish it.
Thank you.
Wait till you try her Napoleon.
You know, I think Aunt Prue would love my brother Bob.
Yeah? Well, in that case, I probably will too.
I told you, Prince Charming.
Julie, hi, it's Susan. Would you please get Robin for me? Hi, Robin, what's going on?
Good, good. You wouldn't believe all the work we've gotten done in the last 2 weeks. You want to patch me through to Dilly?
How you doing?
Oh, that's wonderful, Dilly. Yeah. Yeah, that was a great review. How about getting another one, huh? New pages. Oh, Dilly. That's great. No, that's better than great. That's wonderful. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you like her. Robin is sweet, isn't she? Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, you know what? I'm just checking in with you, so I'll just call you back later, okay? Okay. All right. Bye. Yes. 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 Oh my God! Oh,
Nope, I don't think so.
Well, I
No,
think so.
Never. No way. No.
Yes.
No. I won't. I can't.
Of course you can.
No. Forget it. Why should I have to? This is my damn book.
Because I'm not going to let you put your name on anything that isn't your best work. You
What?
You do what?
No. You finish it. What? No.
We started really
Where do
early
you think
this
you're going?
morning.
Finish.
Doodleberry.
Doodleberry, that's it?
I told you
That's
I was tired.
That's it? That's the best you can come up with?
I'm just the editor, aren't I? I mean, you're the writer, aren't you, you windbagger?
No. Now you apologize.
I'm not going to apologize.
Yes,
You can't make me.
This is a disaster. This is a disaster.
No. Just a little schizophrenic, maybe.
No,
but-
this never happened, all right? Say this never happened. Look, I need you to say that this never happened.
I can say that, but it wouldn't be true.
No, it never happened, all right?
Let's go. Come on, Jerome.
What was I thinking?
You weren't thinking. That's a good thing, not a bad thing.
Totally unprofessional.
Baloney. You're just afraid all men are like Peter. Bob isn't, Dad wasn't.
I finally get myself a damn new decent writer and I blow it. So anyway, if I can make the noon train, I can get it on the weekend read.
Oh, just a little surprise, that's all. Thought we had a few more days. Didn't realize we were done.
Well, not done, but done enough to get some input.
So, what are you doing for the holidays?
Oh, I'm not sure. I was actually thinking of just staying at home this year.
Yep, careful, you're stepping on Uncle Hiram there.
Sorry. I never knew anyone who had their own cemetery.
My mother and father. Mom, Dad, I'd like you to meet Susan. I think they would have liked you. You sure you're not running back because of last night?
Tom, last night was entirely my fault. It was a huge mistake. We could never, ever possibly become romantically involved.
But we already are.
No, it can't happen. I mean, it would be a disaster for the book.
But I see it happen.
What are you talking about?
I've already seen it. See it.
Please, Tom, come on. You're being crazy now, okay? I mean, one indiscreet moment means nothing more than one indiscreet moment when we were both so tired that we lost it.
I didn't lose it.
Listen to me, okay? I'm your editor. That is all. Nothing more.
But Susan,
No, I like you. I do. Just not in that way.
oh,
I'm sorry.
well, I guess maybe I maybe I don't have the gift after all, huh?
Oh, well, maybe we should get started. I don't want to be late.
No.
Well, I'll call you as soon as I hear anything.
Okay.
Oh, regarding the title, why don't you make a list and I'll make a list?
Right. Well, Merry Christmas, Susan.
You too. Don't worry, I'm sure that everyone will love the book.
Here.
Sorry. Make 15 copies. I want to distribute them personally, and change the title page to untitled, all right? Did Tom Muller call?
No, is he supposed to?
Good morning, Robin.
Morning, Susan.
Who the hell do we give these to?
Who do we think's a definite yes?
Nobody. Huh. Probable yes, maybe Gloria. At least she has a sense of humor.
What about Herbert?
Possible yes.
Donald?
Oh, he's a definite no. Mark's another no.
I like it better than anybody.
I'm not even gonna give it to that teeny bopper. He won't think it's hip enough.
You're wrong about Mark.
I wish there was some way of keeping Dorinda off the list, short of stabbing her in the throat. What a mess.
Ram it through, like in the old days. Remember those?
Only vaguely.
Tom could play that better.
Dilly,
Thank you.
may I say something?
Please.
I think that it was brilliant of you to have him read his reviews, and the work that you did on Fooey is just...
Please don't call it Fooey.
Sorry. What should I call it then?
Why don't we just call it Untitled for now?
Okay, well, you know how much I loved Untitled before, right? But now it's just, Susan, it's...
I got it. Thank you.
Susan, good luck tomorrow.
Think positive. They're all gonna love it.
Oh, Susan, good. Are we all here? Let's get started, people.
I wanted to like it. My brother and he were practically roommates at Harvard. In fact, I met with him a few weeks ago when it was still called Fooey, and I passed. I know, okay, you want me to be truthful. It hasn't improved. It's still absolutely endless, not to mention stupid. Chacun a son goût, as the French say.
Herbert?
Well, actually, I didn't finish it. I thought the writing was okay, but I found myself wandering.
Gloria, what'd you think?
I had that big party for Wolfgang. I just didn't have a minute. I'm really, really sorry. I'll get to it tonight. I promise.
Donald, you get a chance to look at it?
It's not my cup of tea, Walter. I don't know. It's a little too fantastic for moi.
What does marketing say?
If we don't spend a lot, we won't lose a lot. It could even be a wash.
Susan, you haven't said a word.
I only have one thing to say to all of you. Tom Muller's a superb and unique talent, and I think that his book is brilliant. It's funny and charming and very smart, and on top of that, I think it's going to make money. And frankly, if Blair House doesn't publish this book, then I'm not really sure what I'm doing here anymore.
I agree.
Mark, you weren't on Susan's list.
I overheard several assistants raving about it in the kitchen, so I bootlegged the copy. And, look, this guy may be a little unusual, but that's the whole point. I think Susan's absolutely correct. I mean, wake up. Would you not say publish John Irving because sometimes he's a little fantastic? And that's just one tiny aspect of it. I mean, what about the Americana of it all? and the romance. And Dorinda. Don't tell me you didn't at least love all the dirty parts. Come on, guys, get with it. If we don't nail this guy down, somebody else will. And won't we be embarrassed when it gets out that we had him first and didn't publish him? Anyway, I'm a strong yes.
Well, Susan, can't wait to read your new guy.
Well, actually, Walter, it was Robin who found him.
Oh, good work, Robin. All right, is that it? Then let's get back to work. Susan, something's happened to you the last couple of weeks. I like it.
Thank you, Walter. So do I.
Susan, thank you so much. You have no idea how much that meant to me. I mean, I've been wrong about you this whole time. I thought you hated me. Did you know that? And nobody ever, I'm so sorry that Ben and I called you the Wicked Witch of the West. We were completely wrong. But it's just because I didn't have any idea. You're so amazing, and nobody ever gives Ursula credit ever. Did you know that?
Well, you deserve the credit, Robin.
I
You
just
really
found
do.
You, and I only found the book. I mean, you
No,
fixed it,
you
right? And
deserve
I
the
learned
credit.
so much from you.
You really do. You really do. Now, I want you to run along and come back in 5 minutes because we really do have to have that discussion about run-on sentences, okay?
Okay, but actually it's lunchtime, and Ben, I know how much you hate Christmas parties, but Ben's office is having their party. It's really important to that I be there.
Go, okay?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. Go ahead, go.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Sure,
Thank you,
sure,
thank you. Okay,
sure.
thank you. Thank you.
Hi, Tom. It's Susan. I have wonderful news. I'm at the office, and I should be here until about 7, and then I'll be at home. You have both the numbers, so call me. Okay. Bye-bye.
At least you're not getting fired. Dilly's writing, and I know Tom's book's gonna get published. Maybe you'll even get a bonus. I'll bet if you called Bob, he'd invite you over for Christmas. Just say you're sorry. You know you're sorry.
Bob, it's your sister, Suze the Scrooge. I'm calling to apologize, so please call me back. Goose breath. Happy?
Very.
Why doesn't he call?
Susan. Susan. Hi. Glad you're still here. I thought you'd banned Christmas.
Well, I'm having second thoughts.
Good. Give me a little kiss. Now listen, I love the book. I hadn't planned on reading it, but once I started, I could not put it down.
Oh.
It's very good work. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, Walter. Thank you. Oh, and Dilly's back on track. He sent me 30 pages and they're brilliant.
Oh, great. Good. Good for you. Good. It's going to be a great year.
Yeah. Walter, were you going to fire me?
Absolutely. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Gore!
Come on.
Mark, hey, you know,
Here you go.
thank you so much. Listen, I never did get a chance to thank you the other day.
No, not necessary. I calls them like I sees them.
Oh, well.
You know what I mean?
I meant,
Say goodbye to Dorinda.
no.
So I hear.
Really?
So I hear. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, how you doing, babe? I'll see you later.
Susan, hi.
Oh, hey, Robin. Where's Ben?
He's running a little late. I'm glad you decided to stay. Merry Christmas.
Robin, thank you. You know, I haven't had any time to do any shopping
Don't
yet.
be silly.
So.
I just saw and thought of you. It's nothing, okay? And I spoke to Tom about the book.
Oh, you spoke to him?
I just got off the phone with him. He sounds so excited.
Oh, good. That's very good.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, Susan!
What?
Merry Christmas. Honey, I read your book and it's a hoot. I really loved it.
Oh.
And especially when you included the recipes.
Gloria, I'm really pleased. Thank you very much
Now,
for...
open this when you get home. It's a little personal.
God, Gloria, you shouldn't have.
Oh, of course I should have. I get a kick out of getting the perfect gift for everybody. I start Christmas shopping January 2nd.
Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.
Bye. Hi, Tom. It's Susan, your editor. At least I hope I'm still your editor. Walter loved the book, so we need to start discussing your deal. I know that you're disappointed with Susan the woman, but please return the call to Susan the editor. And Tom, I'm sorry. Susan the woman would like a second chance. So maybe you can call her too. Tom, I miss you. So, Merry Christmas.
Well done, Susan Stone.
What do you say we go home and open our presents, huh?
Yeah. Come on. Oh. Cool.
Oh my God, who wears these and when?
On Christmas, silly.
Let's see what Robin and Ben have given us. Oh my gosh, Tiffany's, is she crazy?
Haha, now you have to get a tree.
It's the most pathetic tree I've ever seen.
It's better than the one that you didn't have last year. Now continue, please.
On Dasher, on Dancer, on Prancer and Vixen. On Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. And as he drove out of sight, I heard him exclaim, Merry Christmas to all, and to all good night. Suze?
Sue? Merry Christmas, my Susan. I love you so much. I'll be darned.
I like the act.
Oh, God! Hey, why didn't you call me? I left you like 100 messages.
Oh, I was in New York. I didn't check the Connecticut machine till this morning.
Oh, well, wait a minute. I thought that you had the gift.
But only a teeny bit. I missed you.
Me too.
This is the best Christmas I've ever had.
That's good. So Santa brought you everything you wanted, Alice?
You mean there is a Santa?
Oh, that's a fact. Right, Bob?
Oh, absolutely.
I'll bet she looks just the way you did when you were little.
Yeah, she does.
May I propose a toast? Bob?
Here you go.
Thank you. Glasses up?
A toast?
A toast.
Up, girls.
To friends who can be family, and family who can be friends.
Great, Dilly.
Merry Christmas, my precious, precious doodleberries.
Are you doodleberry?
Has everybody got everything that they need? Do you have everything that you need? Okay, get some more turkey.
Did you go see Aunt Nellie last week?
Yeah, I saw her a couple of weeks ago, and she thought I was Danny.
How is Danny?
It's good. Last I heard, he broke up with Wayne, and they got it.
Merry Christmas, baby Prue.